Hey guys, welcome to my first tutorial. This is my first tutorial ever, so be kind please. Today we're going to build a mobile app using Unity 3D. Everything and every program that I used are in the video description, so if you have any questions, also comment, and I'm going to answer you as soon as I can. Okay, so let's start. We're going to create an empty core 2D project. We're just going to name it like that. Okay, so before starting, what I want to do, or what I like to do, is rename the scene name. So rename. Okay, I'm just gonna drag the project into the asset folder, and I'm gonna switch to Android because I have a Windows and Android phone emulator on this computer. But if you're working on Mac, you can just switch to iOS. The project is gonna work the same no matter the platform. Okay, so this is done. Let me just go here to the rest of stuff. Okay, so first we're gonna create the UI. Okay, scale with screen. Okay, this is gonna be our background image. We need to fit and scale with screen. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is called create a game object and name it save area. This is for one of my scripts. So some phone has island here and an island here. So what my script does is making the canvas to fit this safe area of each phone. You can read what's the safe area of each phone online, but I wrote a script to do this automatically. So let's attach that script here so we don't forget later. So scripts, canvas helper, and drag the canvas component here. That's it. Now I'm going to create two images. This one is going to be up, down. This is going to be 0. So you have the graphic here. You're free to use it if you like it. This is to flip the image horizontal. I mean vertical, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna create a new empty to hold this to so it looks more clean. And name this to blue background, okay. Here we have some prefabs. This is the message window. Once you enable the view, it's gonna prompt to install TextMesh Pro. And I'm gonna install it. Okay, I'm gonna unpack this prefab. Hit play. Okay, neat. Now we're gonna create another empty object and call it form. Just be careful, so this message dialog, it's always the last one. I'm gonna add an image just to see how this fits in. So 500 maybe. Yeah, perfect. Let me just hide this because, okay. And now I'm gonna create an image. So this is one of the classes that I use to make round borders and everything. So I'm just gonna use this one. It's an image component, a custom one. Um, okay. So modifier type is gonna be uniform. No, it's gonna be free, and I'm gonna make the top, the upper to 30 and upper left 30. And then I'm gonna add a shadow component. Okay, so this is the image. It's important to name this image because here we're gonna add an animator, and we have our own animation for that. That needs to be like just a bit modifier, but we're gonna get into that later. I'm gonna create a title. Need a back color and gonna use my own font. Make it 30. And this one is gonna be register form. and we're gonna fit it above. Let's make this some other color so we can see how everything looks. So this is the form title. We're gonna make this a bit more, okay, and this is gonna be same 25 and 25. We're gonna middle center it. We're gonna create another image, which we will fit here, 0, 0, 5, and we're gonna make it 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I'm using this color picker. It's a program that I made, but you can use whatever you want. It has all kinds of palettes. I like the flat one, so we're gonna stick to the flat palettes for now. Okay, so the form title also needs to be like centered. It looks much better. Okay, so now we need two input fields. The first one is gonna be the name. I mean the name. We're gonna replace this default image with an empty one, empty. And the color is gonna be cloud. Okay, we will use my font, and the size will be 25. So this needs to be centered. We will remove that, and the text color here is okay. It looks great. So this is going to be the phone input field. Here it's going to say enter your name, and this one is going to be enter your phone. Okay, we're going to filter the input using Unity Engine. So this is the name. We're going to stick to the name, and this one is going to be only digit, so integer number is fine. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is remove all this not use raycast because it's going to make the app run slower. Okay, so here also, let's see how this works. Okay, so far so good. I'm gonna do this here and make it like this. This one I'm gonna make it bigger. Just perfect. This looks just perfect. Okay, now we need a button. So UI image. This is gonna be round and the color is gonna be black. Okay, 50, 57. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, we don't need this. And maybe 25 and use, okay, it looks great. This is gonna be submit. Of course, we need a button component to make it a button. Right now it's just an image. Okay, so for this, we're gonna need two events. Okay, now this is done. So we need to create a new empty object. This is gonna be our main logic. Okay. Here we're gonna add one script. It's the API script. I'm gonna talk to this in a bit. So we need another two empty objects. One is gonna be the click sound, and the other one is gonna be um, notification sound. The naming of these two is not really important, but just remember to go to the message box, add two audio source, disable play on awake, and here add the notification sound here. Okay. Yeah, we have to choose the sounds also. So this is the notification, and this is the click sound. So on the button, The first one is going to be click sound, and the second one is going to be the submit for the form. This is it. The next thing we're going to do is talk about this API that I made. So the post data, it's what we're going to post to the server side. So in our case, we're going to post the name. So the variable name will be name, and the phone, this phone. Okay. Here it's asking if we want to show a confirmed dialog. We don't need to show that. Here it's asking if we want to show a success dialog. Yeah, we're going to do that. So, and an error dialog. Of course, here you can write whatever you want. I'm just going to do this for the purpose of the tutorial. Okay, so now let's get to the animation. On the animation, we have these parameters, but I'm just going to delete it and create two triggers. No, just one. So this is going to be open or close. So if this is open, no, it's going to be open, close, and another one to open. Okay, so this is going to be open. So the open button is going to be default. Okay, so here we're going to drag the form animator 1 and 2, and we're going to say animator reset trigger close open, and here we're going to say animator set trigger close. On the server side now. On the server side, you're going to go to the web server root folder. In my case, it's this one. We have in the project an about file. I'm going to open that with Visual Studio. So we need two files, one of it being index, and the second one is going to be result. Okay, open this to in your favorite editor. I'm using Notepad++, but you can use whatever you want. And copy the code from here to here and here to here. This is it. Make sure the server is started, and let's test it. Something is not good. Okay, I think I got this wrong. But why? So close is gonna do the closing animation. Ah, okay, that's why. Okay, let's start it again. I'm gonna say here my name, and here my number. It's not really my number, of course. Thank you. So everything works. In the root folder, we should see a file named database. And let's open this file app in our browser to see the result, 192 and result. Okay, everything works. So far, so good. We have to do now another form. This is not going to be really a form. It's going to be like the welcome screen. And this is be the one that's going to be open, and this is going to be the one that is closed. Okay, so on the welcome screen, we're just going to do a test button. That's going to set the trigger from here. Set trigger, open. It's going to reset the close trigger. Reset trigger, close. And finally, it's going to do the same stuff, but to this. So animator reset. Now, in fact, we're not gonna even use an animator here. We're just gonna hide it. So we're gonna hide this, remove the animator from here, and we need to do something else here. Another button. No, not here. Sorry. I mean here, and we have to activate this one. Let's see. Okay, I get this. Okay, and this doesn't have any more. Okay, makes sense. Okay, let's see. The thing is that this form animation, when we start, it's going to the, see, did you see that? So we need to deal with that. Okay, so to fix that, the best way we can do is just make this bigger, like that. And hold on, let me switch here. So we're gonna scale this to here and scale this to here. We're gonna remove this shadow effect. And here we're gonna say start. Okay. Okay, so the other problem is here. Do you see this part? This is gonna show bad. But anyway, let's build this application to, okay. So what we need to do is create a new, okay, user key store. We're gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, you can do whatever you want here. Okay. Now we need to start the Android emulator. Okay. Virtual device manager, and I already have a Google Pixel, so I'm going to use this one. Okay. What else we have to do here? We're going to have to set the icons. So we also have some icons here. This is for iOS. This is foreground, means the front, and this is the back. For now, it's enough. And this is the emulator. Okay, it's gonna be Control B, make a new folder, Android build, select the folder, and the APK name is gonna be test. Okay, so the other settings needs to be target here to go with another API. Let's see. Hardware device, because you're trying to install. We need to switch to this one then. Minimum. This is gonna be taking a while. I just skipped to 3 minutes. Okay, so it's finally here. Everything looks good. I don't know if this is gonna work because the URL is local, but it might just work. Okay, it worked. Um, let's see how the icon looks. Oh, here we have the icon also. That's kind of it. You can do the same thing to the iOS. You just switch the platform and set the icons, the name of the application. Of course, here you can put something like a title. Um, let's do that, in fact. Register or whatever you want to do. Use different fonts or make it bigger. It's your call. And this concludes our tutorial. Hope to see you soon.